Bonjour Africa, comment ça va? North Africa, East Africa, West Africa, Central Africa, SADC, how you doing? Welcome to 360 Sports, where we go 360 around the globe, giving you the latest in the world of sport. My name is DLAMINI. I am not on my own. My co-host is here. As always, NAMHLA, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Africa. Good afternoon to each and every one of you watching at home or on your gadgets or wherever you may be. Thank you for joining us again today on another show of 360 Sports. My name is NAMHLA MATANDABUZO, and today we don't have a guest. We are your guests today, so you can look at us, you know.
Yeah.
Sami lukeza marageze kuyaneta. So onto our stories today. We have boxing, some wins there, some championships, some whatever.
Very interesting stuff, indeed.
Yes, and then we've got to athletics, and then the Olympics.
Yes.
Are they coming?
It's
Are they
the
going?
big year.
Are they
it's
moving?
a big year.
And then we move on to cycling. Nice news. Good
Nice
news coming from
out.
cycling.
Yeah.
And then you've got tennis. Strange stories coming from tennis. The Australian Open is literally driving everyone up the hill. I really don't know what's going on there. And then on to motorsport.
Motorsports, remember,
Exciting.
it's a new season.
Exciting.
New season coming up.
Someone coming through.
Yes.
Like Daddy.
Yes,
You know.
yes, yes.
And then we move on to cricket. And our boys are not doing so bad. But
yeah, they're alive now.
They're still
alive.
them.
Yes.
You know, nothing exciting about Proteas. And then move on to football. Hey, football has always been a football, man. Yes, ibola ne. Guys, Nicoda Pauline. I swear, Pauline Nicoda.
Always exciting stuff in football. You never run out of drama, excitement, and disappointment and excitement. But yeah, we've got all the stories.
And the ones
out
thinking they are clever than the others, and it just becomes one big mess. But we enjoy football. We enjoy our sport. Okay, straight into boxing. Stephen Fulton wins WBO junior featherweight belt in a hard-fought encounter between him and Cool Boy. Steph Fulton outworked defending champion Angelo Leo over 12 rounds to win the WBO junior featherweight belt on a unanimous 12-round points decision on Saturday night at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. From the opening bell, both fighters threw a lot of leather, but Fulton landed the cleaner punches to take a well-deserved decision. The scores were 118 to 110 and 119 to 109 twice. Fulton improved his record of 19-0 to 8, and Leo's record dropped from 20 to 1-9. Rishi Alem wins WABA interim title on the same card. Rishi Alem as 18-0.12 and stopped Vic Pisilas on 16-1.9 in the 11th round to win the WBA interim junior featherweight title. The news round out WBO number 15 ranked junior lightweight Kosuke Saka retained his Japanese junior lightweight title when he stopped Takuya Watanabe of the 6th round in a scheduled 10 on Friday in Tokyo, Japan. Former world title challenger Marcelo Esteban Coqueres of Argentina was beaten by fellow countryman Sebastian Haruko Pepeshi on a 10-round split decision for interim Argentina super middleweight title on Saturday at the Polideportivo Municipal Eva Perón, General Madaria in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Boxing, okay. People are winning, people are breaking records, and there are people that are just relaxing.
Relaxing. Fulton, for me, is a fight that I felt that it was a very good fight, you know, good going. But I always say with boxing, it's all about the technicalities of how you are fighting rather than, you know, the aggression that you might have.
Yes, I saw in one round, I don't know, do they call them rounds? Don't mind my mind.
Don't come with your sick mind here. It is round. It was scheduled for 12 rounds. It was scheduled for 12 rounds, but I never thought it would make it all the way to the last round.
Yes, hence I'm saying there was one round that I was watching. I hate saying this, that I was watching, and they were very aggressive. I mean, they were like literally. If I actually applaud the ref because he literally stopped something that I didn't even understand. I'm not a huge boxing fan. I will watch it because it's on. But I saw how they were hitting each other in this area. I don't know whether it's an area that is, you know,
it's
no
the area that
or
tires you. It tires you in your lower abdomen.
They were having a go at each other on that one, and that for me was very scary because I'm not a.
That's why I was saying I never thought that it would get to the 12th round, because when it get to the like 7th, 8th, 9th, they were so aggressive. However, they just now, you know, kept going. But towards the end, it became very clumsy. Hence, I was saying the technical aspect of boxing is the one that we, you know, got to see, you know, Fulton through to it. But to another interesting story is him as well winning his
yes. I just think for me, I always say this, that when people have been fighting or you know for a very long time and the ones that are just starting, you don't know who is who in the because because everyone just gets into the ring and goes for it, and for me that is a bit scary. I don't think boxing is nice.
Let's move along into athletics. It's a big year this year again. Again,
you know, I don't know whether they're going to happen or not.
That's why I'm saying again.
We are saying the World Athletics Chief CEO confident Tokyo will go ahead as they prepare for Tokyo 2020, you know. President Sebastian Coe said there is a cast iron determination to deliver the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, now 2021, with COVID-19 vaccines and ability of athletics to train, meaning the situation is better than when the games were postponed last year. The Japanese government and the IOC on Friday denied a report in Britain's Times newspaper, quoting an unnamed official as saying the games would have to be cancelled. The government in Japan, the organizing committee and the international federations, and particularly the athletes, are all unified in their determination to try to deliver a game that is safe and secure. Coe said himself, Olympic double Olympic 1,500 meters gold medalist, told Reuters, it's a challenge, but it's the challenge that at this very moment all the key players are actually up for, and that's why I have confidence with the insights as the international federation, the Olympic #1 sport, can bring to bear on that, said Coe, who was head of the 2012 Games in London. The Games were postponed from the summer of 2020 last March following the start of the pandemic. But Coe said two big differences almost a year on left him confident they would go ahead from July 23rd. And I hope there is no third wave.
Very interesting indeed, the news coming out of Japan and the LOC. But I don't know how credible this news is that 80% of Japanese, they said these games must not take place in our country. You see, this is a problem with everyone involved, you know, because it's never the IOC team or, you know, it's everyone involved. So everyone has to sing from the same hymn book. In this case, people are in different pages. You know, it's quite strange and sad, because we also want to hear the good news coming out, because it's been a very long time without any Olympics,
action.
For me, they must happen. You know, it's one of the prides for athletes around the globe in terms of what happens when they go and participate. They can learn from the London Marathon, you know, have the games closed doors and let the athletes compete. You know, we don't have to have spectators there.
I don't know whether the spectators are coming with COVID or the players. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, whatever happens, please make sure the games happen, honestly. I think it's been way too long.
There we go.
Then straight into cycling, the 2021 Team Qhubeka Asos jersey revealed by the Team Qhubeka, Africa's only UCI-registered World Tour professional cycling outfit, is thrilled to present their iconic 2021 2021 race jersey. The unique ASOS design was first presented to our riders earlier this week at team training camp in Girona, Spain. Ahead of what promises to be an exciting season, the vibrant elements of the jersey showcase our incredible partners, but most importantly to us, bear the iconic Qhubeka hands front and back to reflect upon the story of our team's desire to change lives through the bicycle. Together, the Qhubeka charity in 2021, Team Qhubeka ASOS is set to compete in approximately 70 races over the course of 270 race days, broadcast around the globe, sharing the message that sport has to do good. The Qhubeka hand is key symbol in illustrating that bicycle beneficiaries are receiving a hand up in their lives, and in so doing are able to move forward. The iconic feature is also a signal of current and future partners to put their own hands up in having the opportunity to join our team as we continue to move forward in effecting meaningful change in the world. Team Qhubeka ASOS are scheduled to make their racing debut in the jersey at Etoile de Besser early in February, while the plans for the jersey to be made available for sale to general public will be communicated in due course. For me, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Remember, there used to be Team Qhubeka MTN.
Yes.
They are now ASOS, and the jersey is beautiful. I saw it. It's beautiful. It's pretty. I would buy it.
I would say. Remember, we cover all different sports.
Yes.
I would say to any aspiring sporting coach that is, putting things together, want to start from scratch, building up into professional, they must just follow and just read about how the project Qhubeka came about.
Yes.
And where it started. Remember, it was just few athletes that were put together to, to be promoted in this sport. Now they are international, the only African, cycling professional team that is, participating in sports internationally. So we give, big up to Douglas Ryder for the effort and the vision for this team.
Yeah, they can throw in some color there too. It'll be nice.
They do have some really good riders that are riding there. The only thing, I don't think, every sporting coach, I tell you now, they've got a race in it in terms of who gets interested. I'm not saying in the race day. I know in the cyclists there's a bit of color. I'm saying just there. No, there are some color there.
Where?
In the Qhubeka team.
Management team?
No, management.
Thank you. I was talking about that.
Oh,
you're
talking management.
Yes.
No, that's another level of politics, not of the sport. But
no,
it's one of those things.
It is. We always say that it demographically, like everyone must be, accommodated, be it male or female, black, orange, purple. Yeah. Everyone must be accommodated. It mustn't be.
Yeah, let's see. We wish them all the best. The season starts now in February, and hope that they will be able to wear some yellow, pink, yellow jersey, white jerseys in these tours around Europe.
I saw a grey one. It was very nice. I saw a grey one.
A grey one.
And yes, and also I think we need to go on a short commercial break and then come back and straight into Australian drama, because that's what it is in Australia. There's drama from morning until night. We'll see you after the break.
Africa, we'll see you after the break.
Make massive moves.
The space race has already started.
Russia had got the first object into space.
The coast is as wild today as it was when Europeans settled the continent.
Enormous beasts with enormous thirst. The teams are primed and ready.
They got the first animal into space, and they've got the first person.
Time to see what the boys can do.
Make massive moves with Starsat. Make massive moves.
Isn't that your daughter's bib? But the truth is, I feel like Arabella's always with me.
Don't you ever forget this man's face. He killed your brother.
Don't shoot! Please don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Make massive moves with Starsat. Make massive moves.
I
feel confident. I feel like I can take on the world.
So you're telling a story through your clothes.
Such a professional, you wouldn't even know.
Criticism is one of my biggest motivations.
Darling, you want to be a model?
Like, oh my God.
I'm glistening.
The fashion industry needs people with beautiful faces.
I would pay thousands of dollars for that love.
Make massive moves with Starsat.
I want you to eat healthy food because it's delicious.
Make massive moves.
Would you like another one?
I love it.
I love this too. This is amazing. The grits are so creamy. Oh.
I take pride in my grits.
So flavorful.
I think that looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so incredible.
Make massive moves with Starsat. Make massive moves.
Wow.
Let's go. Come on, we can be back by morning.
Who are you?
I'm the boss.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Awesome. Totally. Yeehaw. Very funny.
Make massive moves with Starsat.
Welcome back to 360 Sports. We are back here giving you all the drama, the nice, the funny, the ugly, and everything that has to do with sport. And straight, we are going to our tennis news now. The Australian Open, Badosa slams quarantine conditions before Australian Open. The Spanish tennis player Paula Badosa has described her extended period of quarantine ahead of the Australian Open following a positive novel coronavirus test as the worst moment of her career, adding she felt abandoned by organizers. Badosa, ranked 67th in the world, was the first player to test positive for the virus upon arrival in Australia ahead of the tournament and cannot leave her hotel room until the 31st of January 2021. If she is found to have been infected with the new strain of coronavirus, Badosa will only return to training on the 5th of February, which the Spaniard believes will be too late to regain her fitness. The Grand Slam, which has been delayed by 3 weeks due to disruption caused by the pandemic, takes place from the 8th until the 21st of February. I feel abandoned because I don't have training equipment, which I requested 5 days ago. I haven't been told which type of the virus I have. I've had no information from the tournament, she told the Spanish newspaper, and she was also trending on Instagram with her videos that she was posting. The Spanish newspaper Mocha on Monday, Australian Open organizers did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Badosa, who said she has been suffering from anxiety and claustrophobia, has been limited to doing sit-ups in her hotel room and using water bottles as a way to try and stay in shape. The 22-year-old added that the room, which she is sharing with coach Javier Marti, was not suitable for an elite athlete. It's far and away the worst experience of my career. 9 active cases of the COVID-19 in Australian Open quarantine officials. I mean, there's this complaint, like she is whining like a baby. I don't understand. I'm very... I'm confused as to why she's complaining, because I think everyone has the same is under the same conditions, or maybe do they want those conditions to be reviewed by OFA? I don't know.
You know, on this case, I will blame her team. I will tell you why. She left the USA without testing.
Why?
That's the management, her management that should answer that. Why she left, you know, her country of origin without testing.
Because had she been tested there, she wouldn't have left.
She wouldn't have left. She would have stayed there and then, you know, not
do another test after 14 days to see if she's negative.
You are a professional athlete, my lady. Just train 8 days and go and compete. Simple as that.
And for number 67, you're doing so much complaining. Miguel.
Miguel, we wish you all the best, though, that you will surprise everyone, because I'm sure you've drawn a lot of mental strength from that isolation. We know that everybody suffers from something when they're on isolation, but you should be able to draw a lot of strength from that as well.
Yes, and then the 19 officials and also that one case of COVID-19 among those in quarantine ahead of Australian Open has been reclassified, local health authorities said on Sunday. leaving the 9 active cases in the group of players and support staff isolating in Melbourne hotels. Health officials previously said they were investigating some positive tests for evidence of viral shedding, where people who have been who had the virus continue to shed non-infectious remnants after they have recovered. COVID-19 quarantine Victoria also said in a statement that the 1 case of the virus acquired overseas reported on Sunday was not connected to the tennis Grand Slam. Most of the 970 people in Australian open quarantine hotels have entered their second week of the 14-day isolation period, with the first arrivals due to the free from lockdown on Friday. While most have been allowed out to train for 5 hours a day, 72 have been confined to their rooms after the positive cases on the charter flights that brought them to Australia. 4 players were amongst the cases initially reported as being associated with tennis, but only Spain's Paula Badosa has confirmed that she tested positive. There was bad news in other player quarantine early on Sunday when the International Tennis Federation denied Ukraine's Diana Yastremika application to have her provincial suspension for doping violation set aside. By dopa, by test positive, we are learning. Yes.
Very interesting indeed. They must be training in isolation. I mean, that's what we were told. That's what all other athletes have been doing in isolation. But I take your point when she's saying she doesn't have enough equipment that she needs for her to be able to train on her own. But where is her team? Where is her team?
I need to no manager in her room. I don't even understand what's happening with that Badosa person. And then straight into motorsport. Sainz and Schumacher wait their turn as Ferrari start 5-day test. Ferrari begins in 5 days at their Ferrari track on Monday, with new signing Carlos Sainz on hand before his first laps with the Formula One team later in the week. The Spaniard, who has joined from McLaren, will drive the 2018 SF7 1H on Wednesday and Thursday morning, giving him a chance to work with his race crew and engineers for the coming season. The car is one used by Charles Leclerc and now departed Sebastian Vettel before the coronavirus pandemic delayed start of the season. Mick Schumacher, who makes his F1 race debut with Ferrari-powered Haas this year, also tested it in September, and the son of the Ferrari great Michael will be back again on Thursday and Friday. Leclerc, who has been isolating after testing positive for COVID-19 this month, will test on Tuesday again. 3 academy youngsters took turns behind the wheel on Monday, with former Ferrari driver Jean Alesi San Gualon joined by New Zealander Marcus Armstrong and Russians Robert Schwartzman. The test was a first for Alesi, whose father won the 1995 Canadian Grand Prix for Ferrari and retired in 2001. No,
it's time. That's what development is all about.
Yeah.
We have to rise the ladder and climb the ladder. Absolutely. And get to a point where we are thrown in the deep end, whether they are being thrown in the deep end or not. But Ferrari, it's one of the biggest, Formula One, team in the world. So, for me, I just wish them all the best, that they can make it, because now it will then become a very good success story for all the Formula One, development drivers that are being prepared. Yes, that are being prepared to eventually join that. So we don't want Mick to hide behind his father's shadow, but let him be his own driver and create his own legacy.
I think let's jump straight to football now, because a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening in our football. The Nedbank last 32 dates times have been announced as well, following the 2020-2021 Nedbank Cup round of 32 last draw. The Premier Soccer League revealed the dates, venues and kick-off times for the opening round of the competition. The Nedbank Cup 2021 last 32 fixtures will kick off on Wednesday, the 3rd of February, with the last fixture being played on Monday, the 8th of February. Glad Africa Championship sides Polokwane City and Steenberg United will kick off proceedings on Wednesday afternoon, when the Longhorns at Peter Mokaba Stadium at 3 o'clock, and later that day at 5 o'clock, defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns will welcome Stellenbosch FC to Loftus Versfeld Stadium. On Thursday, the Bizana Pondo Chiefs will make their long-awaited Nedbank Cup last 32 debut when they host Cape Town All-Stars, while TTM, and three-time champions SuperSport United clash in Toriano on the same day. The following day, Friday, Pretoria Callis and Royal AM will trade blows in the early kick-off, followed by a showdown between 2018 finalists Maritzburg United and newcomers Sekhukhune United. There will be a total of 5 fixtures on Saturday afternoon, including the much anticipated eThekwini derby between Lamontville Golden Arrows and Amazulu FC. Also on display on Saturday will be a face-off between Cape Town City and 2019 finalist Bloemfontein Celtic. 4 fixtures are scheduled for Sunday, the 7th of February. Joma Cosmos will be at home to Black Leopards, while 2018 champions Free State Stars travel to Nelson Mandela Bay to face Chippa United. The last fixture of the round 32 on Monday, the 8th of February, will see Baroka FC and Cape Town Spurs fighting for the last remaining spot in the last 16. The fixtures as following: Orlando Pirates versus TS Galaxy, Baroka FC versus Kaizer Chiefs, and then in the EPL, the reaction to Chelsea's sacking of manager Frank Lampard. The owner says this was a very difficult decision for the club, not least because I have an excellent personal relationship with Frank and I have the utmost respect for him. He is a man of great integrity and has the highest of work ethics. However, under current circumstances, we believe it is best to change managers. And then Frank Lampard's statement then says, when I took on this role, I understood the challenges that lay ahead in a difficult time for football club. I am proud of the achievements that we've made, and I'm proud of the academy players that have made their step into the first team and performed so well that they are the future of the club. I'm disappointed not to have had the time this season to take the club forward and bring it to the next level. I wish the team and the club every success for the future. And then, who would have guessed? Tottenham manager says, I'm always sad when a colleague loses his job. And of course, Frank is not just a colleague. He's an important person in my career. So of course, I feel sorry for him. It's the brutality of modern football. When you become a manager, it's something that you have to know that sooner or later, it's going to happen to you. Oh my God. That wasn't nice. And also this morning, he wasn't even allowed to go and say goodbye to the players. To the players. In training. I felt that was just so petty. Yeah,
I think if you will know the history of Chelsea, you know, they don't take prisoners when it comes to managers. Remember how Jose Mourinho, his last spell there, yes, he was also kicked out in a very, dubious way, which we felt that it was for what he had done for the club previously. They could have handled it better. But I think it's consistent with the Russian there. Hand of iron in terms of what is going, because I mean Frank Lampard is a Chelsea legend. No matter what happened, he will remain the Chelsea level. But very interesting, Nedbank here in South Africa, teams are playing.
I'll only start watching and putting my money when it's like 8.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And then also
the game tonight, TX Galaxy, they're going to fight for their lives when they are facing Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Tonight, Kaizer Chiefs will have to face Baroka. They're going to make it 5 out of 5, not losing the game. But I know my director doesn't like me talking about Kaizer Chiefs, but I'm saying, I said it 3 weeks ago, I said it was going to be 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5, my director. It is Kaizer Chiefs playing tonight, Baroka FC, and we wish them all the best.
And I cannot go without mentioning Gareth Bale's goal yesterday against Wycombes when Tottenham was playing. Excellent, brilliant goal, Gareth.
Yeah.
From us here at this studio, we wish you God's blessings. Goodbye and God bless.
Keep following us on 360 Sports on Facebook and follow us, our previous shows out there on Galaxy Universal Network. We are live again tomorrow. We say adios, Africa.